Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back with another video. All right, y'all. So I'm back with some boxing talk, of course. Manny Pacquiao versus Yordenis Ugas, main event last night. Want to talk about it. Want to give you my thoughts. I'll probably talk about it some more in another video, but I just want to give you my quick thoughts and my analysis of how the fight went. First off, I have to say, thank God this wasn't Errol Spence in there. Thank God this wasn't Terrence Crawford in there with the Manny Pacquiao, because if it was, I feel like the beating would have been a lot worse on Manny Pacquiao. I'm just being honest. I think it would have been, because the approach that Yordenis Ugas took in this fight, I got to give him a big shout out. He really did utilize his skill. He utilized his durability, his strength, all of that, and his boxing skill. Definitely, those were uh, just a few of the things that he used in this fight. That a lot of people counted out. Everybody's seen the that weird little tear, that little lump in his bicep. So everybody right away, they were pretty much counting him out. I was leaning towards Manny Pacquiao in this fight. I was never really basing it off of that tear that I seen, but the more and more I kept looking at it, I said, I don't know. When I first saw it, I was like, I don't know. But the more and more I kept looking at it throughout the night, I said, this might be a key for Manny Pacquiao, to take over and just, be able to dominate and get him out of there, if that bicep starts to bother him. But the way this fight played out, it was no factor. Just like Yordenis Ugas' trainer said, he said it's not going to affect the performance. Ugas is ready to go. And shout out to Ugas. He put on a solid performance. He got a unanimous decision. And in my opinion, I thought it was going to be like a split decision for Ugas. I thought they were going to get it. I thought they were going to get it away from him somehow, or they're going to give him a split decision, give him a tough time. But the scores were fair. I personally had it 8 rounds to 4 for Yordenis Ugas. I felt like he utilized his boxing skill well, his jab well, his straight punches all around. He just utilized that jab and those straight punches to the best of his ability. And that loopy right hand that he was using, I was kind of fearful of Manny a couple of times, where I thought those big loopy right hands he was throwing, I thought they were going to knock Manny down or knock him out. Similar to how Juan Manuel Marquez dropped Manny the first time in the fourth fight. Just going back and looking at the fight real quick, the first 4 rounds, I say that Manny did kind of wake up Ugas a little bit, in the first couple of rounds. Like the first round and the third round, I think that he did kind of shake up Ugas with the speed a little bit, cracked him with a couple of good left hands. But overall, I think from like the second round in the fifth round, I think Ugas, he did a good job of just sticking the longer jab out, slamming it in Manny's face and just knocking him back, then mixing in that straight right hand and keeping Manny Pacquiao honest. And that's what you need. You need respectable power against fast fighters. You need a good jab, and you need good timing. And Ugas, he was picking up on that, I'd say, after like the fourth round. So from the fifth round on, I really think that Manny Pacquiao, he was just getting outboxed cleanly by Yordenis Ugas. I mean, Manny had his moments a few times here and there where he would land some of those flurries, but a lot of the flurries he would have to stop in the midst of it, because Ugas would come back with harder punches. He would come back with those stiffer jabs and those right hands around the side of the high guard of Manny Pacquiao. So I think cleanly, man, from like 5 through 12, you could probably give Manny maybe like 1 or 2 rounds in there. But for me, I think like 6, 7, 9, 10, and 11, those rounds were pretty much Ugas to just, utilizing his boxing skill to the best of his ability and just really keeping Manny Pacquiao on the outside. And it was like I said, too, as far as my prediction. Well, I didn't really do a full-on prediction, but while I was kind of thinking about this fight, how it would play out, I said Manny Pacquiao would have to have a lot of success in the early rounds. He would have to stop Ugas, to really he would have to stop Ugas in this fight, to make it go in his favor, to keep himself safe. Because if you would go into the if you go back and look at 2019 Manny Pacquiao against Keith Thurman, when it went down to rounds 5 and 6, Manny Pacquiao started to slow down, and he was a target. He gets hit. Manny Pacquiao's been getting hit a lot in his last few fights. And Keith Thurman, he was taking full advantage of that. His right hands, they were landing. The thing is that Manny Pacquiao still had enough in his gas tank 2 years ago to keep Keith Thurman off of him. But this fight here, you could really see that the 2 years off and Manny Pacquiao's age was starting to show. Manny early on still had some good speed, but Ugas really started to bang him out with those right hands to the body and to the head. They kept trying to say the right hands to the body were low blows, but I think he was hitting him clean to the body, and those were starting to hurt. But whenever he started slamming that jab in the face, man, and he would clip Manny with those right hands, I was getting nervous for him. I thought he was going to be knocked out in like the 11th or 12th round. But overall, I think that Yordenis Ugas, You know, he's a big, strong welterweight, and he's good. He's good against these fast, athletic styles like Sean Porter and Manny Pacquiao. You know, he's good against these chaotic type of styles. You know, he can kind of measure range good. You know, he can measure range pretty well from the outside, and just kind of wait for you to wait to kind of catch your rhythm. Just wait for you to dart in, and then boom, he'll catch you with that jab or like right hands around the guard. And that's kind of how he did to Sean Porter. But this one here is much cleaner performance. Because like I said, Manny Pacquiao, he slowed down after like the fifth round, and he was just getting outboxed cleanly. So I had Manny Pacquiao down probably like by round 5 and 6. Like I couldn't really see him catching up anymore because he was just kind of going through the motions. His work rate really did go down. It really did. If you guys didn't notice, like if y'all just so dazzled by the hand speed from like one or two exchanges throughout the fight, like throughout those rounds, like 6, 7, and 8, 9, like his work rate was going down. Like Manny was just getting hit with big jabs by Ugas. Ugas was really controlling it. You know, he really was controlling it. So shout out to Yordenis Ugas. You know, he came to fight. You know, there was no fix in this one. He said, "Look, I am not laying down. This is my belt now." You know, and I know Manny Pacquiao had said the way he got his belt wasn't the real way to get it, so he's going to get it back because that was originally his belt. Nah, man, Ugas proved that that's his belt now. He's keeping it, you know. So yeah, man, from here, you know, I'm just praying that Errol Spence, you know, he's in good shape. You know, if he can come back, if he can't, you know, I'm more so worried about the well-being of Errol Spence, but I hope he can come back, man, and, you know, unify these belts. I hope he can get this fight with Yordenis Ugas. You know, it's sad that he couldn't get the Manny Pacquiao fight, but at the same time, it was good for Manny Pacquiao that Errol Spence didn't get the fight because I think the beating would have been a lot worse, man. Honestly, yeah. But yeah, man, it was a good fight, guys. Um, you know, not the fight we wanted, of course, but you know, from here, I'm looking forward to seeing Spence make his return and, you know, get in there with Yordenis Ugas. Shout out to Manny Pacquiao, but yeah, man, it's time. It's time for him to retire. You know, honestly, I think we've seen the best that Manny can do. You know, continuing to compete on this level with these welterweights is dangerous. I got to give him a lot of credit for even doing it though, and even, you know, accomplishing what he has done at his age against guys like Adrian Broner and Keith Thurman, and going in there against Yordenis Ugas. Those are dangerous tasks. You know, they're all dangerous tasks. And, you know, for a guy like Manny to continue to do that, like I said, that slows down and he's not as big as these welterweights, it's dangerous. You know, so from here, I hope he does retire. He's had a long career. You know, no need to try to go in there and try to make it two in a row where you get brutally beaten bad in this next fight. You know what I mean? Just call it quits now. You know, I think that was a sign. I think that was a sign why Errol didn't have to fight, you know? So, yeah, man. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what y'all thought of the fight. I enjoyed it. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.